1 year and 4 months. Now, that's how long it's been since the terror attacks that killed 4 Americans, including our ambassador in Benghazi. And now, finally, for the first time, the Obama administration blaming specific groups for the attack and designated them as terrorists. Congressman Trey Gowdy joins us. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm very well. So why did they do it now? What took them so long? Wasn't this obvious?
I think tomorrow, Greta, they're going to announce that we put a man on the moon, that the Berlin Wall fell, and that we've discovered this neat little drug called penicillin. That's about how far behind the intelligence our State Department is. The shocking part, Greta, is the State Department, the day after our 4 fellow Americans were murdered, said it was Ansar al-Sharia. In an email from Beth Jones to Patrick Kennedy, to Cheryl Mills, to Jake Sullivan, they admitted that it was a terrorist-linked organization the day after Benghazi. So I don't know why, after a year and a half, they're finally catching up with the rest of the world.
Here's what else I don't get is the State Department is very specific today. They said that while it was these 2 terrorist groups, it was not al-Qaeda, as though that's supposed to make us feel so much better. I mean, why, does it really make a difference which terrorist cell it is, what name it is? We know it wasn't a video that summoned a bunch of random people there all of a sudden. So what difference does it make that it's not al-Qaeda, it's 2 other terrorist groups? Can you explain that to me?
It makes no difference whatsoever. Whether it's al-Qaeda or a subsidiary or a holding company or a limited partner, doesn't matter to a single one of our fellow citizens. Nobody cares. But in fact, they also happen to be wrong. Ben Qumu, who was the name mentioned and cited by the State Department today, was linked to al-Qaeda back before Benghazi. He was trained by bin Laden. In fact, there was a DOD report before our 4 fellow Americans were murdered that said he's the new face of al-Qaeda in Libya. This is the Qumu guy whose name is mentioned by the State Department today.
He's also a former Gitmo detainee. He's the one who's the former Gitmo detainee, isn't he?
Yeah, we released him back to our friends in Libya so they could keep custody of him, which makes you wonder how bad the ones that we kept that we're about to release are if we release that guy.
Well, it's extraordinary. So are we going to get some hearings on this or anything coming up? We only have 20 seconds left, but what's next?
Yes, ma'am. We're doing depositions, which regrettably your viewers don't have the benefit of it. But, Greta, I'm ready to send subpoenas to Hillary Clinton, Susan Rice, Cheryl Mills, and Patrick Kennedy. I'm ready to take their depositions, and I'm ready to send interrogatories to the president. And I think some of my colleagues are about their wits' end when it comes to this Benghazi investigation.
Congressman, thank you, sir. Have a nice weekend.
Yes, ma'am. You too.
And thank you for being with us. Just a reminder, if you're just getting home and tuning in before Bill O'Reilly, pick up your DVR remote and set a series recording for On the Record each night. And go to GretaWire.com because we just put a special thread up for you. Answer this question. Do you want Donald Trump to run for governor of New York? We'll see you again on Monday right here at 7 p.m. Eastern. O'Reilly's next.